I talked about something before, and basically it has to do with anxiety and where anxiety comes from and how we have anxiety, right? Anxiety is a great thing. You don't always think, oh my gosh, I want to be anxious all the time. But anxiety it's in our systems for a reason. Anxiety is like the smoke detector in your house. And the smoke detector comes on when there's smoke in the house. It's alarming you that there's something wrong with the house. There's something going on inside. Now, just like anxiety, that's what it is to our bodies. But what happens is, instead of checking on the fire, checking on the smoke, and checking on what the possible problem is, we tend to just muffle it or turn it off or numb it. We just cover it with a towel. But that doesn't prevent the problem that is at heart and the problem that you're actually seeing and going through. Now, every single winter, and I mean every winter, every time I get between October and December, I get really, really anxious and I get really depressed mentally. And we won't go too deep into it yet. But basically, every winter, this is very consistent for me. I'm very used to going through lower energy times. I'm not gonna lie. I kept thinking that things were happening to me. And then I forgot that everything around me is happening for me. And if something's bothering me, it's to show me or teach me something. Now, every single year, I don't look back and learn from previous years or learn from previous times. You have to learn from every single experience, and that's what I'm going through right now. So for my previous years and previous experiences of going through being upset every single fall, winter season, I know that one of the biggest roots and reasons to it is me not addressing my anxiety and me trying to numb it instead of actually deal with my issues. One of my biggest issues is that I don't rest. I don't get proper rest. I don't eat well. And if you don't eat well, you don't get the proper rest. Those are two major things that have a lot to do with your mentality and have a lot to do with how you go about thinking throughout the day. It could really affect how you feel if you're not getting enough exercise, if you're not moving enough, if you're not getting enough food, if you're not getting the right amount of sleep. These are all things that are very important, and I notice that they get lower because I pay less attention to them in the winter. I'm in school, I'm working, I'm trying to make content, I'm trying to put out music. So all these different things happen, and instead of addressing sleep and addressing my health, eating and doing all these things, sometimes I get carried away trying to help others and trying to focus on how I can do things for others and how I could keep putting out instead of addressing me. But what you got to realize is, if you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of anyone or anything else. So you have to be able to take care of yourself before anyone or anything else. And that's one thing that I'm learning right now. But I got to go back in because we are still at Target. This is where we work at, y'all.